What's going on YouTube, and welcome back to the channel. This is Ty with Opinionated Grind, and I'm back again, guys, with another unfortunate story and situation. We're talking about these ICE agents, ICE raids over in Minneapolis, Minnesota, and it's been causing quite a stir. With a tangled web we weave. It's one of those things, guys, where the way I think that ICE is handling these raids, to me personally, I think it's unlawful. I think it's unjust. And at the end of the day, I really truly believe they're breaking laws. I'm just gonna put it out there right in the beginning of the video. I think these guys are breaking laws. And then to add insult to injury, to throw salt on the wound, now the president is talking about sending hundreds of more ICE agents over into Minneapolis, Minnesota. I think even between yesterday and today. I think by today they supposed to have already landed in the state. So with all the civil unrest and all the turmoil that's going on right now in that state, now he's going to send more of those guys over there to unfortunately do what they do. Okay, so yeah, this is interesting, guys, and I want to get your thoughts and opinions on it. Now this is obviously piggybacking, yeah, I said it right, off of the unfortunate event of Renee Good. You guys know who that is. She was the driver that was unalived by the ICE agents in Minneapolis, Minnesota. And as you guys know, it's been a whole viral video going around about that situation. I mean, every news outlet, every news, program, social media, it's been everywhere. So if you haven't seen it, I would strongly advise that you check it out for yourself. I'm not going to play it on this channel, but all you got to do is just do a Google search, Yahoo search, Bing, whatever, and it'll come right up. But again, talking about what happened to Renee Good, was it justified? The first video that they showed obviously was behind the vehicle, right? So we really couldn't see everything that was going on. We could barely even hear what was going on because of the angle of the video and the occupants in the video being so far away. We didn't know what was really going on. But then all of a sudden we see her pull off and then pow. Okay, guys, then all of a sudden, she crashes, into the white car, and then everybody's like, what the hell just happened? And then they had a nerve to release a second video. Okay, guys, now that second video, we know that was the ICE agent that actually, did what he did. Okay, I'm just trying to be careful what I say here on YouTube. And unfortunately, when she pulled off, it did look like, she was turning the wheel away from him from that first video, but then on the second footage, it actually showed her going towards him. I mean, that's what I saw. So was it justified? I just don't know, guys. I mean, at the end of the day, I'll say this on that situation. In my personal opinion, nobody should be losing their life in any type of situation or circumstance. I don't care what's going on, okay? But on the flip side of that, I mean, I understand that, these guys, they have families. I'm not defending them. I'm just saying they have families. They have things going on. They want to make it back home. So if this officer really felt like his life was in danger, that's the way he felt. But what do you guys think? Was there another way to handle the situation? Was she really using her vehicle as a weapon? Or is this all some sort of a made up, situation where they're trying to spin the narrative about what really happened? And what I mean by that is, guys, how do we even know that the footage that was released was the full footage? You guys do know that they can cut videos, right? They can edit certain things out, and the media is only going to show the public what they want to show and what they want us to see. So I don't want to spend a whole lot of time on that. I mean, I'm just kind of giving you guys some thoughts and opinions on that from me. I'm just unsure if that was really justified or not, but it is what it is. May the lady, RIP, okay? But today's video, we're talking about these ICE agents now going door to door looking for quote unquote illegal migrants or illegal aliens or whatever you want to call them, okay? Now, I want to put a little bit of information up, guys, that I looked up. This is the Minnesota state law, forcible entry and unlawful detainer, okay? So what I want to say about that is, I think it's important that all people that live in Minnesota get yourself familiar with this law, because this is your state, okay? This is your state that's being affected, so it's important that you understand the rules, regulations, and laws in your state when it comes to forcible entry and unlawful detainer, okay, guys? I mean, it's very important, okay? I mean, at the end of the day, you have a right to protect your home. Let's just put it out there. You do. But it has to still be within the laws of your state, okay? So what I want to do, I want to read this, guys, and I'm going to put it up on the screen, and so you guys can kind of see it for yourself. All right, so looking this up, everybody, it says that in Minneapolis, unlawful entry generally refers to occupying or taking possession of real property without legal right and in a manner that is not peaceable. It is often handled under the state law of forcible entry and unlawful detainer. Now, according to Minnesota state law, forcible entry and unlawful detainer, Minnesota statutes, I'm probably saying that wrong, guys, apologize. Specifically 504B.281 states, no person may occupy or take possession of real property except where occupancy or possession is allowed by law. And in such cases, the person may not enter by force, but only in a peaceable manner. This means an entry is unlawful if the person does not have a legal right to occupy the property, even if they have a potential claim to possession. They use force rather than legal procedures like eviction lawsuit to gain entry. Okay, guys, so there it is. You know, all you gotta do is do a simple Google search. The information is gonna come up, so it's not like, hey, I'm just, making up this information. But what do you guys think? You know what that tells me? It's unlawful. It's not. It's illegal for the ICE agents to do what they're doing. This is according to Minnesota state law. But if the citizens don't know this, you see what I'm saying, guys? They're just gonna lawfully, comply to what they want, the people to do. But again, if you don't know your own state laws, hey, this is on you. So at the end of the day, it's unlawful, okay? It's illegal, and even the Minnesota State Police Department is also saying that this is illegal, okay? So this is a mess, guys. I don't know, what they're going to do. It's kind of crazy, man. I mean, like I said, I'm just shocked and surprised that these agents are allowed to do what they're doing. But I'll say this, even with this forcible detainer information, right? If you're retreating in your house, say okay, let me paint the picture for you guys real quick. If you're sitting in your home, okay, and you're in this state of Minneapolis, Minnesota, with a city and state, okay, you got the ICE agents knocking on, matter of fact, they're probably not even knocking on the door. They're kicking in your door. So they're not even announcing themselves. So that's forcible entry, which we already know based off the information that that's illegal, that's unlawful. You can't do that, right? Now at the same time, you have a right to defend your home. But before it gets to that, you run away, you try to hide. You see what I'm saying, guys? You try to do the best that you can to get away. If they're making it hard for you to actually do that, at the end of the day, hey, you got a right to do what you need to do. And that's all I'm gonna say on that. Again, I gotta be careful. Excuse me, guys, what I'm saying here on camera. So that's pretty much the gist of the information, guys. That's the latest that I'm seeing so far. It seems like every day now, these ICE agents are doing something more and more crazy, more and more strange, bizarre. And unfortunately, this is where we at. You even got videos of ICE agents slipping on ice, which I think that was absolutely hilarious. And now, like I said before, guys, they're sending hundreds of more agents into the state. You know, this mess is going to continue, unfortunately. So, but drop a like, comment, subscribe to the channel, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.